gross Jello. It's going to be the next famous American dessert. It's going to be so popular, they're going to serve it at the fancy restaurants and things. Broccoli and Jello, what could be better? Yay! Well, let's learn how to make it. For once, keep the default cube and move it up 1 meter by pressing GZ1. And perfect, we have an awesome piece of Jello, and it's going to be perfect and everything. No, that's a lie. So, to make it a good piece of Jello, we just need to go to physics and then soft body. Okay, so what the heck is happening? Well, the first thing that we really need to do is subdivide it. Okay, so subdivide that many times or so. And then shade smooth. Oh, that does not look good. They'll look better in your final render. So then go to mesh, plane, scale up. Okay, we still have the problem when we play the preview. Okay, so we need to change the plane to collision, and then boom, perfect. Okay, maybe a bit of stuff has changed, but it's still no good. So what we're gonna do is uncheck goal, and then when you go to edges, we need maybe to push, leave these the same, and then go to simulation and object, and you need to uncheck goal, and you need to uncheck goal, and then go to edges, and then change up the bending to say 0.6 or so. And then actually pretty nice. But then let's just move it up by pressing GZ and just move it up to wherever you please. Make sure it's on the first frame. Just move it up, then rotate it a little to give it that cool action. And then play the preview. Awesome. Maybe we want to push the bending up to maybe 0.8 or so. And then let's watch it. I think that'll do. Okay, so I have a reasonable simulation here. And pretty good. I like. So let's do the texturing now. So this might take a little while. It's where you get creative. So first we're gonna import an Hdri. How about you delete the default light and then go to world settings, and to load in an Hdri, just change this yellow dot to environment texture, then just open up something from, if you have an Hdri, and if you don't, go to hdrihaven.com. They have an amazing library of completely free HDRIs, textures, and assets. That's where I get a lot of my stuff. So I'm going to use one of these ones I downloaded from Polyhaven, and I like the Venice Sunset one, and you can download it too. And okay, so here we go. And we needed to do cycles, or else it's gonna look horrible. So make sure you're using your GPU if you have one. And okay, so a very good lighting setup, just at our fingertips. Okay, so now let's start actually texturing. So we can stick with the principled BSDF for the Jello. And what's the most sickly color you could think of? And if you want it to be clean, make it clean. But I want it yucky. I like my things yucky. Let's make it this color. It's already gross. Okay, turn up the transmission until you get something, but like this. And I actually like that. And okay, I do not like that. So let's just change it up. Change up the roughness, the specular controls the reflectiveness, the roughness controls the roughness, and the transmission roughness controls the transmission roughness. I like to turn that up a little so that it's kind of, yeah, you know, something a bit like that will do. You just keep on changing up the settings. If you want it to glow, make some gross emissions, but I don't want it to glow, so I'm not going to make gross emissions. Okay, the cube is done. Let's just do something simple for the plate, like turn down the roughness. Come on, whatever. And make it a bit shiny, make it shiny. And who cares? Yeah, I think that'll do. And you can change the color, I don't know. I'll keep it white. You know, white's the best color when you don't know what other color to use. Unless it's brown. Brown's the next best color. If you're trying to do something gross. If you're trying to do something that's not gross, pink. Pink. Bright bubblegum pink. Haha. Okay, that... No. I'm just joking. Okay, so watch the simulation. And you'll want to render it out. So, but look at this. It's like the grossest thing ever. Okay. If you're happy with what you have now, stop the video. If you want to add gross things like broccoli into it, then continue the video. This is part 2 of making gross Jello in Blender. So, I am personally a huge fan of broccoli. Some people aren't, but broccoli and Jello. I love broccoli, I love Jello, but together they're not so great. So, to put the broccoli into Jello, there are 2 steps. First, align it. So, you can pretty much just go into the side views by clicking on the side of this 3D viewport navigator thing, and then basically you can press G and just see how well you can align it up. Then, since it's still not completely aligned, then just go to the other axis, then just embed it in there. And that looks pretty good. But then you play the animation, you see broccoli does not follow the cube, because who told it the broccoli to follow the Jello? So what you're going to do is select the broccoli, and then you're going to select the cube. Make sure that the cube has the orange highlight and the broccoli has the dark orange highlight. And then you can press Ctrl P, and then you just parent the vertex. And now, look, the broccoli stays in the Jello. So I want to make my Jello a bit different of a color because you can't really see the broccoli, so it's not as gross. And like, you can get a preview here, and it's just I have a bit too much roughness. So if I just turn the roughness down a little, I definitely want to turn down the transmission roughness. And change it until you get happy with the way it looks. And it may not just turn down the roughness, but may turn down the specular a little so that you can see inside better. I even want to change to IQR, which is not fun. Look, this is, okay. I like that IQR the best. It looks the most realistic. So the IQR is basically the refraction. And boy, I'm loving this. Like, and just change it around. It's gross enough, and find your salt color. And let's do, I like that. That is just epic. That is gross. And just look at that. And look, it even like sticks around in the Jello in gross ways. Look, it's sticking out of the Jello there. That is so gross. Yeah, this is the funnest thing to do. And like, I'm glad you stuck around to this part of the tutorial because it makes it so much more fun. I downloaded this off of Sketchfab for free using the Sketchfab Blender importer. It's nice. You should download it. It's free. And I wanted to credit the author of the broccoli because thanks for making our Jello gross, whoever you are. So embed anything. You can embed a Suzanne. You could embed something even gross. You could embed like, who cares? It's fun. Just have fun. And, change it up. Just make it your own. And make sure to follow my camera tutorial or just watch this. Pretty much click view, align camera to view, and now it's ready to render. Now, especially if you can expand this, press S, Y, or do X, and then 5. There. And if you want an infinite background, you can follow my tutorial for that too. And you can just change things around, have fun. Like I said, thanks for watching. Hope this was useful. Hope this was fun. I don't care if it was useful or fun, because it was fun for me to make. But if it was fun for you to follow, please subscribe. I'd really love that.